Hey there. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Grandma Hershey Cooks. I'm Grandma Hershey, spelled with a U and not an E. So don't get us confused with those other people. But you can't tell them that I would love for them to endorse me, okay? Anywho, today is episode 99. Can you believe it? 99. Man, we've been chugging along here. We've been plucking our way up here, and we are moving right along. And we are going to make chili spaghetti. Remember how everybody used to eat chili mac? Well, we're gonna have chili spaghetti, and it tastes just like chili. Grandma Hershey had really worked hard at keeping the sodium as low as possible and still tasting decent. Okay, tasting good. All right. Now to make it the best, cause like my daughter Stephanie, she likes a lot of cheese in hers. And so she added some more cheese, some American cheese. And since she don't have high blood pressure like Grandma Hershey, then she added a little adobo to hers. And she said it was perfect then. Okay. So Grandma Hershey did add a little more kosher salt so that it would have a little more salt to it and still not be bad. And so anyway, we got some good ingredients and it tastes like chili. And on mine, I like to use my spicy hot cheese, my Carolina Reaper. So I put a tablespoon of that. That's only 50 more grams of sodium. I'm still safe. Okay. So anywho, let's talk about these healthy highlights. So the healthy highlights, the calories are 481.1 for the whole 1 cup serving. Okay. And it may really be more than a cup. I said a cup. I was talking and running my mouth when I had made the dish and forgot to measure. But so if it's more than a cup per serving, good. As long as you get at least 6 servings out of this pot, we good. Okay. And then the saturated fat is 7 points. Oh, and another thing about that. So you know how I normally take a picture after I make the thing. I put the stuff in the dish. I make a picture, send out to everybody. I have been running my mouth so much that I ate the food. I didn't even take a picture. So I had to heat up another bowl this morning to make the picture, take the picture for you that you see on the thing on the description, that on the invites that you got. So anyway, Grandma Hershey was doing the most. So now the cholesterol, which I don't too much care about the number of the cholesterol, but that's because we have ground turkey, we have meat. You're going to get cholesterol with meat. So that was 83.3. The sodium is 517, which is considered low. Okay, for a meal. So that is really, really good. Then the carbs, the total carbs is 51.1. The sugar is 7, so it's diabetic friendly. The protein and loveliness friendly. We're not gonna leave that loveliness out. Anywho, the protein. One of the best thing about this dish is the protein. The protein is 37.1. That is really good for a meal. Okay. And then the fiber is 8.2. Okay. So what I found out, oh, wait, I got to that yet. The iron. Oh, I didn't mention the iron. Okay. So the iron is high also, and the spaghetti is high in iron, and so is the ground turkey. So you have a nice amount of iron, almost a fourth, I think it was a third, something that I can't remember now. But anyway, you had a nice amount of iron in this dish as well as a very good amount of protein. And so the net carbs, when you subtract that fiber from the regular carbs, it comes down to 42.9, which is considered low according to the FDA, just not keto low. So low ciento is all I have to say to that. No spaghetti for you. So now the recipe itself. So the ingredients are 1 pound of ground turkey, and I got the 93% lean. The spaghetti is a half a box. It's 8 ounces altogether. So, you know, a box is normally 16 or a bag. So half of that. And then you're going to cook it al dente, which means that it's almost done, but not all the way done, because you're going to cook it some more in the pot. So for my direction, al dente was 10 minutes. So that's probably about right. And then you're going to need some oil spray because you are going to take half a cup of sweet onion, which is a small onion, and you're going to chop that up, and then you're going to saute it in your oil spray. Okay. Then you're going to take a teaspoon of onion powder, a teaspoon of garlic and herb, no salt, Mrs. Dash or whoever you use, as long as no salt is in there, and a teaspoon of Italian seasoning, half a teaspoon of kosher salt. Get the one that says 280 on the back. Ooh, who just doing this? Hey, how you doing? No salt. Kosher, I'm telling you, the kosher salt. And I got mine online through Amazon because the ones in the store, it's not the same one. I'm going to show you a picture next time, okay? And then, I'm going to show you next time. Okay, so then we had a can of black beans that's also no salt. The can of Rotel, 10-ounce can of Rotel, also no salt. And then you have a half a cup of barbecue sauce. And I got this brand called Cookies, and it's the Western version, and it tastes really good. And it's low in sodium. That's why I got that brand, because it was the lowest out of all of them. Then you're going to take 1 package of no salt chili seasoning. Now there's Williams, which is what I use in this one. And then there's Mrs. Dash. And so the reason why I have these other seasoning added is because not only is it no salt, but it seemed to me like they left some of their chili seasoning out. So Grandma Hershey adds to that. Okay. And then you're going to also have a teaspoon of cumin. All right. Then you're going to need 1 cup of water that I did not bring over here. That is not nice. Okay. And then also you're going to have a cup of the cheddar jack cheese shreds and a cup of mozzarella provolone cheese shreds, and that's because it's a spaghetti base. That's why I use the mozzarella, but you can use whichever two that you really like, because you want the flavor to be the flavor you want. Okay, boo. So now what you're going to do, see, I had to pre-cook all this stuff ahead of time. So we, time is of the essence around here. We don't have all day. So I did pre-cook everything. So what we're going to do is go ahead and because I had cooked the ground turkey, and then you chop it while you're cooking it. That way you don't have to break it up later. So we already got our cooked ground turkey that the lid don't want to come off of. There we go. We got a ground turkey. And if you want to use some other meat, you can. I just use ground turkey because it's lower in sodium. And so, and it's also lower in fat compared to most. So now, if you want to use bison, you're going to get less fat than the ground turkey. And so I'm put that in here. So it's kind of cold, but I got the pot heated up this time. So it's not going to take us all day. And you see I'm trying to chop it up because it got solidified in this pan. This dish, rather, it's not a pan. All right, so we got the ground turkey in there. And then now if you want to, you can put your seasoning on the ground turkey before you add the other things if you want to. But I kind of didn't, because I just didn't. Okay, so then we're going to put this cooked spaghetti. So now one thing that I found out, I don't know why I didn't know it before, that when you want to store spaghetti and you don't want to dry out or clump up, then you can put some oil in it. And I had used some oil spray. So let's see how well this turned out. Okay, let's see. Oh, see how they come right out? I used oil spray on it. That's really cool, huh? So I don't know why I never knew that before. So that's just something I learned yesterday. So you're welcome. All right, so let's get this out of our way. Nothing to catch on fire around here. We're on the stove here. Okay, there we go. So then after we put the ground turkey in there, then we're going to go ahead and put our sauteed onions in here. Sauteed onions in. Yeah, go ahead and throw it in there, because at this point you're just putting it all together now because it's already been cooked. Sauteed onions, sweet onions. I use the sweet onion. It could say Peru, it could say Vidalia, and it can say sweet. Those are your sweet onions. Then we're going to go ahead and add our onion, our seasoning. which is, I got it all in here. It's the package of the chili seasoning and the onion powder and the garlic and herb. And if you want to add more garlic, you can. And what else I got here? I said we've got the kosher salt and the cumin. Yes. So we're going to go ahead and put that in. And I like to stir mine together to get everything kind of coated. So let's go ahead and stir this seasoning with the ground turkey and the spaghetti. Okay. I'm going to have to slide away and get that cup of water because you need a little sauce, a little wetness in here to make everything kind of glue together. Okay. Okay, we're getting this all stirred up. So when you get through, everything gonna be kind of brown. You see how it's changing colors? So the spaghetti is not gonna be yellow. Now you can use whatever spaghetti you want. I like kind of thin spaghetti. I don't like that thick spaghetti. But if that's what you like, boo, that's what you use. Okay. So, all right, I pretty much got that put together so far. Okay, spaghetti. Go ahead and get your coating. All right. Then we're going to add our black beans. And I did, when I opened them, I drained them in a strainer and I rinsed them. So you don't have that gunky, thick stuff in there. So put the black beans in. And the reason why I get no salt everything is because I don't want to have to take medicine. Okay. I don't want to cover up everything. I don't want to have to take medicine. So I control my numbers by eating a certain way. And that's why I don't have to take none of those medicine because I told you I was about to get put on 4 medications. Oh, no. Grandma Hershey don't roll like that. And especially since I forget to take medicine. So it's best for me not to have to in the first place. Okay. So then we're going to go ahead and put our rotel. Now, if you don't have rotel, you can use some chopped tomatoes or cubed tomatoes if you want to. And you don't have to drain it. Use the juice that's in it. Okay. All righty. And I'm going to sneak away for 1 second and get about a cup's worth of water. Right quick. Okay. Real quick. Did you miss me? I missed you. I kept telling myself, make sure I got everything. I said, oh, I got my seasoning. I got this. I got that. And I didn't have the water. Oh, what y'all going to do with Grandma Hershey? Huh? Okay, and then don't that look good already? And let's go ahead and let's mix this together so they can kind of get mixed up sort of. Okay, let's go ahead and kind of mix that together. Oh, you know where's Grandma Hershey left? Oh my God, I don't know what's wrong with me today. Oh, my cheese. Oh my God, because you have to put half the cheese in the pot. Okay. And then when it's done, you put the other half on top for decoration and extra goodies. Okay, let's go ahead and put this barbecue sauce in while we can. Then I'll grab the cheese. It's not far either. Oh, good thing everything is close by. Good grief. Oh, I'm gonna have to tie a string on my finger or something. Because I don't know how I forgot it. Oh, just crazy. Oh, well, it's a live show. You get your bloopers here. You know how Grandma Hershey roll. You're going to get your bloopers, and we never know what they're going to be. Okay. Okay, while that's still heating up, turn this up to medium. I'm going to grab this cheese. Okay, I promise I'm not going to be gone long at all. Okay, talk amongst yourself. All right. Oh, I can't believe it. See, the little refrigerator is right there. I don't know how I keep doing this. Okay. All right. I got all these containers. I don't want you to miss seeing the pot cooking. All right. So let me go ahead and add this spaghetti. What's this stuff called? Barbecue sauce. Lord have mercy. Whew. I'm gonna have to practice in advance or something. See, don't that look good though? It looks delicious. Yeah, that's because it is. We got our tomatoes, our rotel going. We got our chili beans. I just like black beans. Now, whatever beans you like, that's what you use, okay? I love black beans. So if you don't want to use black beans, you do not have to use black beans, okay? Now we're going to put half of this, what I said this was cheddar jack. I do believe that's what I've got, cheddar jack. We're going to put half of the cheddar jack in here. Because this gets stirred in to the dish, the pot. Okay. And we're going to put half of our mozzarella. Mozzarella something. Provolone. So you get whichever 2 flavors you want. So basically, this is like a 4-cheese dish. Okay, we're going to put half of this in here. I can hear it cooking. So I better start stirring this pot because I don't want nothing to stick. Okay. Now this pot likes to make your food stick. Man, this pot gonna have issues. I'm looking for me some more glass pots, some tall ones, because I did find some short ones. I thought they were tall when I ordered them. No, they were not. It was probably half the size of this pot right here. So Grandma Hirsch is still looking for a tall pot. Ooh, some stuff fell out. Did y'all see that? Oh my goodness. Thing about this, you gotta stir, stir, baby, stir. Mm-hmm. Okay, but you want it all mixed in. You want it to get all nice and heated up. Mm-hmm. Okay. It almost looked like a spaghetti salad. But I don't think I want no cold beans. That's me talking, okay? Well, I would like my spaghetti to be hot. Okay. All right. So, we're going to let this cook. The spoon. It's like it's heavy. It's heavy, like my great grandson says, heavy. We don't want it to stick. So I must keep stirring it for a minute or so. Keep it from the bottom. Whew. This will get you some exercise. I ought to have some muscles by the time I'm done with this one. Should have be some big guns. Oh, as the kids say. Okay. So I might turn this down a little for it to simmer. Good thing I put that cup of water in here to spread everything out. That also helps the cheese to melt. I'm going to turn this down a little bit, turn it down to 3 so it don't stick but still heat. Okay. Oh, yeah. See, I can see the heat. That's good. That's what we want. That's what we want. See how good that look? Mm-hmm. Ooh, maybe next time I should. If I can find a glass pot that's kind of wide, that would kind of help. So anyway, while that's going, maybe we should put the lid on it and let it simmer a little. About that. While it's doing that, this lid did not come with this pot. Okay. My daughter told me about how she got this pot. So anyway, while that's going, what you can do is put your thumbs up button. Click the thumbs up button right now. And then if you haven't subscribed already, click subscribe. Then you're going to see this list of bells. And at the top, there is a black bell. If you click the black bell, every time Grandma Hershey come on, you will get a notification that she's coming on. And sometimes I just come to say hello and how you doing? And I love you. Okay. Because I've got some information to come up later this week about the 100th episode, which is next Tuesday. Mm-hmm. So, and I'll say about 3 or 4 more minutes, we'll be done. And then I need you to share the show with everybody that you know. Share it with your friends, share it with your neighbors, share it with your family, and share it with your enemies, because everybody got to eat. Mm-hmm. We have to feed the world. Mm-hmm. I tell you. So, now what we're going to do for next week, our 100th episode. I thought I was going to be done with the book. It's going to take about another month. Okay. So anyway, maybe almost 2 months. So anyway, what we're going to do next week, we're going to have 2 raffles. One is going to be for the people who watch the show all the time, okay? And I'm going to raffle off the first book when it gets published, which should be within 2 months. And they will get an autographed copy. The person who wins out of the people who watch all the time. Okay, that's one raffle. And then the second raffle, I'll put everybody in who watched the show next week, the 100th episode. If you watch the 100th episode, all you need to do is put a comment in the comment section or email me a comment at grandmahursheycooks@gmail.com. All one word, spelled with the U, okay? And if you do that, then I can put your name in the drawing for the second autographed book, okay? Because I promise it's going to be here within the next 2 months. By March, that book will be here, okay? And it's going to have 100 recipes, at least 100, okay? And they're going to be from all the shows up into, I think this one and the one before won't be in there, but all the rest of them will be, okay? Let me check on this chili right quick. We don't want it to stick. We don't want that on the show. Grandma Hershey sticky chili. She won't give us a book with sticky chili. No, it's gonna be a good book, okay? I mean, because we got all kind of good recipes. We got 3 trifles. No, we won't have the 3. We're gonna have 2 trifles in there. We got sweet potato pie in there. We got peach cobbler in there. We got a black forest cheesecake. We got strawberry cheesecake. We got pumpkin cheesecake, sweet potato cheesecake, lemon. I think lemon is in there. So many cheesecakes. Then we got a lot of cookies that Grandma Hershey made doing these 100 episodes. And oh my goodness, we got some of everything. Okay, we got soups. We have that shrimp bisque. I believe that's in there. If not, it'll be on the second book because Grandma Hershey got over 400 recipes. Okay, so we got some recipes. We got some books coming out. Because once I get done with this one, then the next one should be very easy because I'll have all the basics. I just have to learn 3 more things. I'll be learning that this Friday by a lady who's helping me. And so then I'll be ready to publish it. Okay. So, right, it's getting, let me turn up a little more. We got to get this heated. Okay. So now, while we waiting on this to heat, then we're going to go ahead and do our shout outs. Okay. So, shout outs to Brandy. I just learned last week that she watched the show. Hi, Brandy. To Darwin and Aya, Najee, Phyllis, my sister, my niece in Colorado, Andreas, and he just got a what did he get? A student. I don't know, he got some kind of award that was so cute and so sweet. And he had this little, I think it was Taekwondo, some kind of martial arts stuff on and everything. I'm going like, go on, baby, go on. That's my nephew, go on, baby. And then to my daughter, Stephanie, to Diana, the chocolate lady. She's traveling abroad. She's house sitting. I almost went with her. And so, but she's doing so much, I'm kind of glad I didn't. I don't think I could have kept up with that lady. That lady gets around, okay? And then to Kay and Regina, Marcy, Clint, and Billy. They signed up when I was talking to them last week. They signed up while we was talking. Isn't that great? Thank you, babies. Mwah! And to my cousin Sherry. And I tell you, me and Billy, we may collaborate on book 2 because he's a personal chef and he does a lot of recipes and he showed me some of his pictures. So look for that coming up soon. And that's it for the shout outs on that. Okay, now we're going to get ready. This here going to have to be hot enough, but we got to taste this, honey. Child, make sure they pause it. Okay, and it should, yeah, we'll get some from the bottom because that's nice and hot. Okay, so then we're going to let's flip it over one more time. Yeah, I believe I can go ahead and turn this off. Can you see the steam? I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off. And then what you do for the finishing touches is you put some cheese on top, and that should melt in. Now, if you want to, you can do it kind of like those spaghetti casseroles, and put it in the oven and let it melt if you want to. Okay, but we don't have time for that right now. we're going to put this other cheese on top. So it's really cheese. And if you want to, you can put all the cheese in at one time if you like. Okay. So I don't know how melted that going to get. But anywho, we got it in there. All right. And then let me see what else. Who's saying what? Yes, we are watching our sodium, honey, chat. Because Grandma Hershey almost got put on blood pressure medicine. We just got to watch our sodium, okay? Yes, indeed. Oh, so what they was gonna put me on for? It was diabetes. They was trying to put me on. They was trying because my A1C was 8.7. Now it's down to 5.3. And then they was going to put me on high blood pressure medication because my blood pressure was 160 something over something other crazy. It's down to the 120s now. And then my cholesterol was up. So they was going to put me on medication for cholesterol, which I can't take that stuff. So they was going to put me on something to combat that. I said, no, we're not going out like that. Okay. So anywho, but yep, Grandma Hershey, and yes, you should just lower your content. So when I looked online with the FDA and then what they consider is low sodium for the day, it's like 1,500 milligrams. Okay, and so a lot of foods already have salt in it, so you don't have to add a lot of salt. If you add the right seasoning combination, you will need very little salt. Okay. So, hey, Najee, I see you made it. Okay, so anywho, let's go ahead. It's time to taste this food. Let's go ahead and taste it. Okay. Oh, hold up, man. My bowl is over here. I'm gonna put this paper right here. Okay. Let's get the bowl out. It's time to taste our food. Well, I guess I could go ahead and use this. There ain't no soupiness here. So let's go ahead and taste some out from the bottom with the little cheese on it. Okay, let's see. Here's the chili spaghetti. Let's get a little chili spaghetti. Okay, and then I'm gonna take, instead of taking this cheese that's on here, I brought my own to the party. That Carolina Reaper I'm always ranting and raving about. It's low in sodium as well. But I'm just going to take a tablespoon, about a tablespoon worth, and put it on top. I'm not even getting a whole tablespoon, so that's pretty good. So, because I like my stuff very hot. And so, but my daughter don't. And most of her kids don't either. So, I just make everything mild while I'm here. But when I move, Grandma Hershey's going to have hot stuff again. So let's taste this and make sure that it's not poison. That's what my daddy always said. Be like, let me taste it, make sure they bother. So let's taste it. It tastes like chili. And it still needs to be a little hot. But it is good. Okay. And then I'm going to take one for the team. All right. Take one for the team. Now, if you have gluten allergies, then don't use the regular spaghetti. Get you some gluten-free spaghetti, okay? So you don't get sick. Grandma Hershey wants you to like this, okay? Don't it look good, though? Tastes good, too. Another thing I did was I broke the spaghetti in half. When I put it in the pot so it won't be so long. But if you're used to eating long spaghetti, you can twist it around, do whatever, and eat the way you want to. Okay? So, anywho, that's about it. That is about it. So, next week, on next week's show, we are going to have cabbage and green soup. I made this a couple of years ago. It was really, really good. So we're going to have this for next week's show. That was what was chosen by the people. And also, I will be contacting you guys this week with the nominations. I'm going to have 10 recipes for you to choose 4 out of what you would like to see in December shows. Okay. And so you're going to see me again this week, my lovely face. What'd you say, Dodgy? You want your order in for delivery? Okay. Except I don't have the gluten-free. I'm so sorry, lo siento. And so, I can't before I go. We had 2 birthdays. We had my oldest grandson's wife which is my granddaughter. And when you look at it, and her name is Mary Ann. She had a birthday. Her birthday was yesterday. And then we had a good friend of mine named Stanley. It was his birthday also. His birthday was Sunday. So we're going to sing happy birthday to them. How about that? Y'all ready? Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Marianne and Stanley. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Now, if you had a birthday in the last 7 days, you need to tell Grandma Hershey so she can sing to you too. And then if you have one coming up in the next 7 days, let Grandma Hershey know, okay? Like I said, you can email me at grandmahursheycooks@gmail.com. One long word. If you save it, you won't have to keep typing it in, okay? Or you can also leave it the comment on the YouTube thingy, and they'll send it to me. I tell you, I promise you, because I get comments all the time after the show. Oh, anywho, that's it for now. We're gonna have our recipes to nominate, and this week coming up, and next week is our cabbage and green soup. It is so delicious. Okay, I will talk to you later. Have a great week. I love you guys, and thanks for watching. See you later. Let's see how this mouse gonna act. You know how it do. It be acting cray. There you go.